Hey, Honesties! Welcome back to another episode of Honesty Though Podcast with your host, Zena, aka Top Tier Z, where I keep it raw, I keep it real, and I keep it risky. Today's guest is no stranger to this couch, as he's been here before. He's an artist, a father, a teacher, and so much more. Today, we're speaking about his love life. Y'all know I'm nosy. And he's recently turned 40, so I'm trying to see what's different now. We're also speaking about his new single, Lust, pivoting in his professional career as a teacher, fathering a D1 athlete, and all while doing it while processing grief and loss. Welcome back, Moosie.
Wow, what an intro. Thank you.
You're welcome. I try my best.
Yeah, I sound so interesting.
Well, let's hope you live up to the expectation. Before we get into our conversation, I'm going to ask you 5 questions.
Okay.
You let me know what would you rather.
All right, bet.
Right? You're used to this,
I guess. It's been a while, but come on, let's do it.
All right. Would you rather have complete honesty that hurts or some comforting lies from your partner?
Complete honesty that hurts or comfort and lies. I think I might want. Nah, there gotta be some comfort and lies.
You don't want.
No, just in general, I think that people pride themselves on being explicitly honest, but being explicitly honest doesn't necessarily mean that you're being nice. You know what I mean? So being honest all the time is not necessarily the nicest thing to do. You know?
All right, get your comfort in lies. See, even when men don't want the truth either.
I mean, I think nobody wants 100% of the truth, especially depending on how it was delivered. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So comfort in lies, if I don't need you to tell me every day, the guys that try and talk to you, for example, I don't need you to do that. You could just be like, yo, I had a good day. That would be the truth, but I don't need none of that. You know what I mean? If you did that, for what? So I could be feeling comfortable every time you walk into work?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
So all honesty is not necessarily beneficial. Yes.
Got it. Would you rather only eat breakfast food forever or only eat dinner food forever?
Oh, easy. Only eat dinner food.
Yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
Listen, once in a while I do like meal or breakfast food.
Yeah, but that's a limited menu.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's limited.
That's a fact. Would you rather date someone who challenges you or someone who agrees with everything?
Oh, easily challenged.
My daughter told me to ask you this. Shout out to Avery and her contribution to this episode.
Okay.
Would you rather accidentally send a screenshot to the person you're talking about or but dial your ex every month?
Actually, accidentally send a screenshot of what though?
You're talking negatively about someone and you screenshot that conversation and instead.
Oh no, easily but I've done that before by accident.
Every month though?
You say every month?
Yeah, she said once a month.
Come on, that's
but dial your ex.
No, that's ridiculous. Come on, why'd you have to add that part? Like, but dial your ex every month?
Yeah.
Or send us? How many times I'm sending a screenshot?
Once.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
Which one? They're both more embarrassing.
Not really. Nah, I'd rather butt down my ex. I don't really care if she feels. Oh, did it by mistake. Really. I don't really, you know what I mean?
That makes you look like you.
I don't care, but I don't care what it looked like. My fault, as opposed to somebody seeing you talk bad about them. That's just bad character. It ruins that relationship, and then your rep, you're just like, nah, he be talking crazy, and then, nah. I'd rather butt down my ex.
Alrighty, I guess. Okay. Lastly, would you rather find your soulmate at 25 or 50?
25. I hope and pray that my son, I say that all the time, that he finds this person early. He doesn't have to necessarily marry her or be with her in that capacity early, but I hope he finds this person early.
Got it. All right. Well, that concludes our Fast 5. So catch me up. What's been going on with you, Moosie? How's the love life? You know?
Dang, that's the first thing you start with?
Yeah, always. I love being in people's business. And you gotta make it easy.
I'm not in a relationship still. I don't know why I said still like that.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 years. I don't know why I said still like that. Maybe 3.5 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
is that intentional?
Yeah, it started off intentional. I don't know how intentional it is now, but at first it needed to be intentional. Couldn't be in a relationship like back to back. There had to be some time in between. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's different now. My life is different. So I think I'm also adjusting to my new life.
What's different now?
I'm not a parent. I mean, I'm still a parent, but I'm not the same type of parent anymore. So there's a whole blank canvas now.
Why? Because he's left the nest? What do you
Because
mean?
because he ain't left the nest. He's an adult. I mean, so obviously I'm still a parent forever, but it's not the same. So it's a new chapter.
Yeah, but wouldn't that, like, I don't know, when my daughter flies the coop, when she leaves the nest, to me, that's like a time of rediscovering myself.
That's exactly what's happening.
Okay, so what are you finding out about yourself?
Well, that's a process. I'm literally finding that out now. Like, this is, I mean, it's not really about finding out yourself. It's just about what's next. What do you want out of life? What do you want life to look? What do you want the next 20 years to look like?
Yeah.
That type of thing. Not necessarily like finding yourself, but just figuring out what it's going to look like. Especially when you've been a parent your whole adult life. You're just like, all right, what now?
Mm-hmm.
So that affects, of course, how I think about dating now is a lot different than maybe how I felt about dating 5-6 years ago, you know?
Which is, how did you feel about it then versus
I think
now?
before it was more of you're thinking more of a family structure when you're dating because my son was younger. So you're thinking more like that type of tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's not that. It's just, blank slate. So I don't have to think about that. So then it's like, now what do I want to look for in a person? Or what do I want the partnership to look like? But just us two,
I get that. Yeah, you don't really have to consider the child in their activities and their schedule and all of that, because that plays a big role.
Yeah, and then if we're being honest, as you being a parent, sometimes you're able to hide behind that.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to do that conveniently. You can always hide. I mean, it's the truth. It's not lying, but you can hide behind it. And there's no way to hide now.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Damn. Because I do hide behind it. I know. Oh.
You can just always do it. You go, I can't. I'm with my kid. Oh, I can't. Valentine's Day. With my son. I'm with, and it's respected, which is the truth.
Not by all, though. You do have some women or men who feel away because they want to be your number one.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there have been emotions like that in my past dating experiences, but never to the point where it reached a whole where it needs to be expressed. Nah, because what do you want me to do?
Okay, tell me, since turning 40, are your standards higher?
Since turning 40, it hasn't been 24 hours yet.
I know, Moosie. Goddamn. His birthday was literally yesterday, y'all.
Since turning 40 sounds crazy. I don't know. Since what?
I don't know. Since
this morning?
You had some people, right? Like leading up to the birthday or the new year, per se. It's like new year, new me. Aside from that, though, like I do have different intentions every year for my birthday. I won't lie to you. So I don't know. I feel like men and birthdays are different than women.
How so?
I don't feel like y'all make a big deal out of it as much as we do. A lot of men don't even celebrate their birthdays. So I don't know. I'm just saying the way I look at my birthday. It's like my own personal year.
Mm-hmm.
And I set new goals, and there's certain things I'm just not doing or certain things I want to do more of, right? And knowing you, you've dated a lot of women in the past. I just want to know, like, are you...
Why did you... What? No.
What?
I just, when you threw that in there, knowing you do it. All right, got it.
Yeah, I gotta solve the question. I gotta build on the question, right? Are your standards higher than they are now, or are you just less tolerable?
Both.
What are some things that you feel like, just in life in general, or in
I can't spend so much time with you if I don't feel like my being is being enhanced.
If you're what?
Me, if I'm not being enhanced in some way, shape or form.
Yeah.
I'm not growing emotionally. If you're not, opening my mind, business wise. If you're not, if there's nothing about our partnership or our interactions that improve me, then the time spent has to be at a minimum. Period. It doesn't matter. Even if it's good, even if it's maintained. Yeah. If it's maintained, then I still don't need to be around you that much.
No, I feel that. I just posted this thing a couple of days ago, like yesterday, saying like, when you're like romantically involved with someone who's not on your intellectual level or superior, it actually makes you dumb. And I strongly believe that. Like, sometimes I go on dates and I'm like, there's no mental stimulation. Like, we are not compatible. And I'll tell them right then and there. And they're like, you got to get deep. And I'm like, it's not about getting deep. It's just substance and like stimulate something, So I get what you're saying with like limiting their time if you don't feel like they're adding value to you. You just released your new single, Lust. Why that name?
I mean, that's just the name of the record. I mean, it just feels good, just like Lust does. Did you hear it?
I did.
It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite records. I mean, your new record is always supposed to be one of your favorite, but it really is.
Why is it one?
I just love it. Like everybody loves that record. Like I've been had it since like March. So people have heard it over the months. I just couldn't like to release it. I was gonna release a project, but I gotta get more consistent with certain things as an artist before I do that. But yeah, I love that song. I literally love that song.
I want to take me through some of your lyrics. I have a couple lyrics I wrote down.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I've never done this with you, have I?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I have to.
I know my favorite lyric of the song.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you want to tell me? Or you want?
Sure. My favorite lyrics are, you ain't see me in a minute. What did I say? You ain't see me in a minute. Because I screwed up. Oh, I forgot. No, yeah, I actually forgot. I want you to read it first. I actually do know, but I'll be doing the whole verse. So no, go ahead.
I kind of know which one you're talking about, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, looking forward to your text because I know it comes with pics. You ain't see me in a minute because our schedule it conflicts. But for you, I'll make some time. Girl, it's fine because you fine. Do you mind if it's mine or it's mine for the night? I love those lyrics.
I do love those lyrics, but those are the ones we're talking about today.
Those are my favorite because that's how I really feel.
Those are some good ones, though. And they're very relatable also. Yeah. You did that. Okay. The one I want to speak about. You say, take my soul with your angel eyes.
Ooh, I love that too.
What does that feel like?
I mean, and that I was just thinking about fellatio when the girl's giving head and they looking up at you. So they might have angel eyes, but they literally taking your soul. That was the metaphor. I
always say I may not be musically inclined, but the way I interpret music, I have to give myself props. So maybe I'm just smart because that's exactly what I thought. Because then my follow-up question was, can this be done through just a look, right? Because you have some men who are like, the way you looked at me, like you just, you know what I'm saying?
Some people have that, some women have that aura. I've talked about that before, and with my friends a long time ago. Some women have that aura. Some women have that aura. There are times when there's a girl who could be better than somebody else, but she might not have that sexual energy aura that the other one has. So you could talk to a 9, and she's beautiful, and everything's perfect, and everything's lit, and it's cool. And then there's a 7 who just every time you're around her, there's a aura. She looks at you, she's like, God damn, like she is.
Yeah, sex appeal.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, sensuality. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. That was my first one. Okay. So snatching the soul. I was right. Okay. Second one. You come first, baby. You don't gotta race me.
Yes. Taste me. You could come first, baby. You ain't gotta race me. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. From your experience, have you ever felt pressure to make sure your partner finished before you do?
No, not really. Because everybody body different. Mm-hmm. You know? So you can't really carry that blueprint to everybody. There's some women who they know personally at this age that it takes the most for them to come with something. That's not you know that. And then there's some women that it's not the same. You know what I mean? They can come multiple times in a session. So I can't carry the responsibility and guilt to every time I'm dealing with a different person. That's not, you know what I mean? But there is a little bit of a, depending how you feel about the person, there is a little bit of a responsibility to try to pleasure them to get to that point. But pressure, I don't know.
Okay, so you've never felt that pressure. So you've had experiences when you finish first.
Yeah. And then, what happened? All right, so those certain situations, if I finish first, then you either are indebted or you just got to make sure that you're still carrying on in that session doing something else to make sure she finishes. Yes.
Okay. Indebted to what?
Like, dang, I got you. Like, next time this will never happen again.
No, not next time.
Indebted. That's what I said, indebted. You know that you like, dang, you owe me. Like, if it's one of those situations, like, I got you. Or depending on the circumstance. I'm saying if it's one of those quick vibes, it's like, dang, I got you. But if it's like a bed and it's night, it's late, and when you staying over, then I might feel responsible to make sure that you're good, even if I finish first.
I get what you're saying. I want to know what the ladies think. I want to know, like, do y'all need a man to let you finish first? Like, me personally, we're not indebted to anything. Like, you got to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But like I said, it depends.
Within the next 15 minutes.
But that's why I said it depends on circumstances. Because if it's like, a quick space where y'all doing that, y'all got something to do, and you know.
But then you should know, though. You know, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This is not why we're here today.
And then some women, that's what I'm saying, it's a whole menu. Everybody's different. Some women really get turned on by by helping youth, and like some women really get turned on by turning you on.
Yeah, and like
You know what I mean? So those situations are different too. It's like they in their mind, or sometimes they finish just by doing something to you. You know.
Moral of the story: know your woman.
Right. And it's not a one size fits all.
Absolutely not. That's what I get from that. How does your real life show up in your music, if it does?
I'm not as. I think my music only highlights. I'm not as transparent as I could be in regards to the lowlights and the things that we go through. I have a few records like that, but for the most part, I just throw things in there that I deal with in regards to women that I know are that people can connect to. Like that,
the highlight reel.
Yeah, you know. I mean, like for example, months ago I was on another podcast. Somebody asked, "Does your Instagram and social media reflect directly who you are?" And it does. I don't do anything extra, but technically it doesn't because I'm only posting highlights, as most people do. But some people are courageous enough to post
the lows.
I don't do that. I only post highlights. But
I feel like you do to some extent. Like when you lose people.
Well, that's just paying homage. That's not really expressing the grief from then to the which creates a facade sometimes because people just think everything is perfect for you. But back to the question, like I throw some things in there that I might go through, like I said, the line about looking forward to your text because I know it comes with pics. You ain't see me in a minute because our schedule conflicts. That happens a lot, so I would assume that people will connect with that.
More dating relationship, yeah, which I feel like is what a lot of people connect to, and they're gonna start calling you J. Cole if you get too deep. They gonna say you boring. As you continue to grow, what does the next level look like for you as an artist? Earlier you said you need to be more consistent.
I mean, I think I was actually the most consistent I've been in a long time in the last 12 months. I just gotta stay on it. Sometimes I get distracted by, not really distracted, but I'm multifaceted, so other parts of my life maybe begin to bubble up, especially if there's money connected to it. I'll just, before I know it, I'm like, dang, I haven't done this and I haven't done this. And then artistry is, like, I like to create, but as an artist in this day and age, you gotta do so much more. And sometimes sometimes I don't feel like doing the other stuff that is necessary. It's not a lazy thing, I just don't want to.
Like what?
Going to spots all the time to link in DJ friends so they can play just being in that environment. I don't always want to do that.
Like the networking part of it.
Yeah, I don't, that is part of everything in the industry. You show love, you get love.
Yeah.
But I don't always be feeling like going outside in those spaces. You know what I mean? Maybe that's me turning 40. I just don't be feeling
I feel that because I couldn't make it to your birthday last night and it was just like, I just don't feel like getting dressed. Knowing I had to do it today too, like.
Perfect example. I did that last minute, but there was just people in the studio just vibing. I didn't. It's funny because I always curate something big for my birthday every year, and of course my 40th, I didn't have nothing curated. I just didn't feel like it. It's like
I feel that. I feel a change in the energy.
Yeah,
just like as a collective too. I do want to switch gears for a minute because as much as you're an artist, you're also been a teacher for like 18 years now.
Yeah, I just finished my 18th year.
God, you old. I'm joking. Congrats.
Why?
Congrats on your tenure. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Walk me through the transition of you stepping out of the classroom. What are you into now?
Oh, I'm just I was a special ed coordinator this past year at high school.
So no more math?
Nah. I just, again, outgrowing things, you gotta be able to pivot. Starting new things allows you to be fresh, refresh, and be humble to learn. I was just outdated with the classroom stuff, just the day-to-day. But I've always told myself that it was actually perfect time. And one goal that I did reach, I told myself when I first started teaching, it's supposed to be temporary, but then it wasn't. So after a few years I was teaching, I'm like, well, I told myself by the time my son graduates high school, I do not need to be teaching no more. Now, when I said it, I was thinking that I was going to be doing something completely different, like outside of the DOE, a completely different career. But it's still exactly on point. Like, he graduated, and this past year was his first year in college, and it was my first year outside the classroom. So technically, I did reach that goal of, all right, transitioning out.
Congrats. That's big. Held yourself accountable. What does your new role entail? Like, how is it different from teaching?
I'm dealing with the teachers, the special ed teachers.
What is that like? Because like I remember like going my middle school, high school years, like special ed kids, they were treated very much like on the
No, it's not like
outside.
that anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. And being politically correct, we don't call them special ed kids, but
You don't call them?
students with IPs. That's what we call them.
What's IP?
An individualized education program.
Okay.
Yes. So, but yeah, it's not like they used to be. No, definitely not. Definitely not, because most of the classrooms are integrated.
Oh.
It's students with IEPs and students without all in one class.
Which I think is important. Like just coming from the other side of it. Like if I were a parent, I wouldn't want my kids to be excluded. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's nice that things are different now. What are some challenges you faced on this new journey of stepping outside of the class?
No challenges. I don't never face challenges.
Oh, okay, just easy peasy.
I don't never really look at work as facing challenges as work, whatever. Really.
You went from like dealing with kids to actually dealing with teachers now. Like that's different.
Yeah, it's still better.
Okay, yeah, no, I would definitely agree.
It's still better. Some people say the opposite, but not me. It's still better. I don't have to perform. When you're a teacher, you have to perform right early in the morning. I was tired of doing
that. What advice would you give someone who wants to pivot in a career and may just be scared or not know which route to take?
In regards to what, education?
No, just the career in general. Like taking the next step.
I think that I can say this very clearly. I say it all the time. If you don't have kids, you should do whatever you want. You want to pivot. Only people that have to be responsible and think about the next person is the people who have kids.
That's not true. You could not have kids and still have bills to pay and still.
Yeah, but you only got to worry about who?
Yourself.
Yeah, but so I'm just saying, if there's something you really want to do, you can pivot and anticipate I might have to struggle for the next 4 months or the next 6 months while I pivot because there's another career I really love and I want to do this.
Yeah.
You can't really make that sacrifice when you have a kid.
I was going to say, or you can sacrifice elsewhere.
Yes, but when you have a kid, it's very difficult to do that. People still do it and I commend them for it, but it's very difficult to change a career or go with a different passion in the middle of your career because of something you love and then you're sacrificing income when you have somebody you have to take care of.
Yeah.
So if you don't have kids, you should do whatever you want.
Like Nike, just do it. Okay, lastly, how has being a father shaped the teacher you were?
Oh, that's funny. It's easy. I teach kids. The way I deal with kids is the same way I deal with my son. Other than I can't threaten them or hit them. Other than that, same way. I'm the cool, strict person. That's really what I am. I'm cool and strict. So we cool. Mm-hmm. But whatever I say, that's what it is, and there's no way you can change that. That's just that's how I am as a parent. That's how I am as a teacher. If you do that, if this happens again, y'all are not doing this. It happens again, y'all not doing it. I don't care if you beg me, bro. I gave you a choice because everybody has choices. So I'm like that as a parent. That's how I was raised too. It's a very simple thing, very simple. I'm like that as a parent. When my son was a teenager in the house, I gave you permission to go to party. Mm-hmm. Your mother doesn't want you to go, but she said that if you go, that's on me. You can go. You gotta be back by midnight. Yeah. Period. If you're not back by midnight, don't ask me to go anywhere ever again. I'm telling you. So that means that you calling me at 11:52 talking about I just got an Uber on my way home doesn't do anything for me because you won't be home by midnight.
Facts. Yeah.
So it's not there's nothing to talk about. Mm-hmm. But bro, but with your kid, you deal with him, so he understood that. With students, by the time they recognize it, it's like it takes a while, middle of the year, before they start. Oh, okay, this, and especially if there's another teacher, they deal with all these other teachers that are different from you. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard, but yeah, as a parent, teacher, same thing. This is the standard. You have a choice. Yeah. You can meet the standard or not. If you don't meet the standard, this is what's going to happen. If you do,
and that teaches accountability.
Definitely.
So yeah. I do want to ask you, your son just wrapped up his first year as a D1 athlete in college, playing basketball. What school does he go to?
University of Rhode Island.
Okay, shout out to Rhode Island. I might visit this summer.
Yeah,
actually, beaches, right?
Yeah, I actually might go next weekend.
Road trip?
Mm-hmm. No, for real, there's a beach party that there's this, I'm giving them free juice, Yellow Cup party. They be doing that in different cities and stuff like that. And they doing one out there on the beach, so I might go out there because then it'll be a win-win. I could stop by, see my kid, have adult fun, be perfect.
2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, maybe I'll go. Miss, I don't want to leave my house. Maybe I'll go. But tell me, as a parent, what was that like? Like him wrapping up his first year. How do you feel?
I mean, still in awe. I'm just amazed, man. He makes me so proud. It's amazing. I really am amazed all the time. All the time. I was with family members yesterday for my birthday, and I'm just telling him, he was named, he was on the dean's list. They just did an article on him because he's on the dean's list as an athlete. I mean, I can't ask for anything more.
No, for real. For a lot of times, like parents with athlete kids, like one is missing. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the educational aspect of it. So the fact that he is like excelling in both.
Yeah, I mean, but then that goes to just the standards and stuff that I wish I could put on to students as much as I could put on my kid. I try my best to in the limited time we have, but just standards. Those ideals were built within him early.
Like what? What are some things you intentionally instilled in him that you feel like
your grades is a non-negotiable? It's not even, as I'm saying, by the time it's your kid, you can mold them however you want.
Yes. However,
especially when you have one.
Okay.
That's another thing. So when you have, I say that all the time. I'm not speaking on people who have a family of 3 and the husband. That's a lot.
Yeah.
When you have one kid, who are you blaming? It's you and the kid. However the kid is, what you put in. Like, there's literally no way around it. Like, you carve out how you want the kid to be. So the amount of time you put in, what you put in, it'll show. And we just had some standards, and shout out to his mom. His mom, that's another thing. A lot of times, the parents don't see this. They don't look at parenting the same way. But luckily, we had the same standard as co-parents. We just had the same standard. Just excellence.
On the same page.
Excellent. So from the beginning, it was just always, look at my report card, 90s, 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 80, 90. Yeah. What happened to the 80? Talk to me. What's going on? Need help? It was always like that. So, yeah.
But I am going to play devil's advocate because as much as and I do agree with you with as a parent, it is your responsibility, and especially if you only have one, what is the excuse? But you do have some kids who are very easily influenced by outside.
But when does that start?
Going to school.
But when?
It can start from middle school.
Thank you. Middle school. That kid's already 11. What were you doing from 0 to 11 for where he's that influenced by everybody else? Like, what was he doing? What were you doing?
Sometimes
it's going to happen.
It's
going to happen. Like, kids are going to be influenced, clearly. Yeah. But the level of ability for them to find, that is, because then the kids who are being leaders, whether they're leading in a bad or good direction, their parents brought them up to be leaders. How did they lead the classroom to do all the fuckery that they were doing? So,
Listen,
it's not, and nothing was perfect. Like, raising him wasn't perfect, but I knew that he understood what me and his mom instilled in him. Period. And then it was, I don't know what to say. From middle school. There's mad time before middle school. Those foundational blocks got to be laid early. That's why I always say, people be thinking it's cute when these kids be acting up. I hate seeing bad kids.
Oh my goodness.
I hate seeing bad kids. I hate seeing bad parents. People think it's cute when there's little kids 4 or 5 acting up, and I always looking like, y'all think this shit is a joke? Y'all think this shit is funny now? Yeah. It's funny. Kid keep hitting you. He curse. Oh, look, he said fuck. Oh, look, his middle. It's funny now until they're in middle school.
Yeah.
Then it's, oh, well, he's influenced by others. No.
It's your lack of action when he did start showing his ass. Yeah, I don't play with kids. I don't like ill-behaved kids. Don't even be next to me.
I don't like bad kids, but it's not, when I obviously, the kids are a representation of the parents, and when I see bad kids, I'm just like, when they're young, I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah. Listen, teach its own. Good luck. Thank God I don't got those issues because, baby, I don't know what I would do. How did you find the balance between pushing him, but also making sure you don't instill too much pressure on him?
I mean, I just shower him with love and affection the same way I was tough on him. I always paraded him around and told him how proud I was of him. I mean, we had some tough times, especially when he became a teenager.
Of course.
I had to adjust as a parent.
Yeah.
cursing him out wasn't necessarily going to encourage him once he became like 16. I saw the difference. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's not putting fire underneath him. He's like shutting down, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So that balance, you know.
Your communication style had to change.
Yeah, fact. But we had these talks. And, you know, he would tell me, like, I don't need you doing it like that. You know.
Listen, you just, I don't know, you saying that, like, I feel like sometimes I'm not at that stage yet, or I feel like I'm getting there. My daughter's 10, as we know, so I have some time. But like, just realizing they were their own human beings outside of being our kids, you know, and like, to some extent, they kind of also teach you how they should be parented.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, for the most part, don't get twisted. I really don't give a shit about what kids say, for the most part. I want to put that out there. So
that's why I said to some extent.
Yeah, your child's 10. No, she got a long way. I told her 16. And then also I'm talking about as an athlete parent, I had to, you know, sometimes it was a lot of tension because I could be pissed off at his performance.
Mm-hmm. And in the sport, you mean? Okay.
Yeah, but then I still gotta be a dad. But then it would be tension because I'm mad that you play horrible. But you want me to be mad? You know, that's different. 10. Look, little girl. That's what I was thinking. Look, this is what we doing. I don't even want to hear about nothing.
No, I've been negotiating. Listen.
You do?
Yeah.
So you do negotiate?
I do negotiate, yeah. Only certain things. Obviously, you know, I'm flexible. It depends. My last question on parenting. As a dad, when did you know when to step back and let him navigate things on his own?
Well, I think that is what happens when a dad is around, especially with a boy.
Exactly.
You know, you give them tools, give them skills, have these talks, then figure it out. And I just
really
figure it out. You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, he's 19, so these type of ideals just started coming about in the last couple of years. Like, bro, figure it out. You're grown. Like.
And allowing him to figure it out.
And then just figure it out. Like, you know, and then that's why you do need two parents, because, you know, his mom ever spoke to me or like panicky about something, I'm like, he will be okay.
I think that's fine. But no, that goes to show like why it's so important to have a man in the house.
I mean, you definitely need two parents, because you just need the balance. And I think that the pro of co-parenting, I mean, we didn't start becoming great. No, we were always good co-parents, but we became cooler and closer when he became like 13. So now we're cool, but I also think that us being just parents allows us to just see each other as people and parents. That's the pro, as opposed to married parents. Yeah. Now you got to deal with your marriage and parenting. Yeah. Two different things. Mm-hmm. You know, so she's, you know, his mom was able to call me and say and acknowledge her female tendencies and ask me if she's doing too much. Like, she's able to do that as a balance, knowing that it's a guy and a girl. Like, am I doing too much, or am I overthinking this, or am I feeling away? And as a man, I'm able to say yes or no, or, you know, you're not over. No, I get it. I can see why you would feel it. I can see, you know, you're not. You know, I'm glad that you didn't react first. But, or I can be like, yeah, you really misinterpret. You know what I mean? You're doing way too much. Like, you know, you need to relax. It's okay. So that's why the man and woman is needed, for that type of balance, how to approach things. And the same thing, vice versa. She would tell me sometimes, you know, about, you know, just letting you know, Jalen's feeling this way. So when you speak to him, approach it this way, because, you know, so there's that balance, you know.
And a buffer, and also like the helping each other understand your child. Yeah. Tell me more about Win University. What is the purpose? What is the mission? Because what does it stand for? I have all these questions. Because I know you go by Moosie Wins, right? Is it an extension of... I feel like Moosie Wins is the artist, though.
Yeah. But win is such a great word, you know, in all aspects of life, such a great word. So, I mean, Win University, we improve nonstop. You know, that's what it stands for.
Okay.
But yeah, it provides just experiences, events, and programs in schools based on how I see a certain demographic, what a certain demographic needs, Just need to be engaged, and wanting to look forward to being in the school building. That's the first step, to any form of academic excellence. You gotta want to be here. So
Yeah.
just providing different experiences, events and programs and things like that in schools. And I'm allowed to use my connections and stuff to get celebrity buy-in and engagement and, all that good
have
stuff.
different experiences for the kids. You really care about these kids. Why I say it like that? No. I don't mean it like...
I mean, I do it. I mean, that's,
It's not a bad thing. It's actually admirable, right? Because a lot of people, I feel like teachers sometimes, it's like once you leave the classroom, the school, whatever, that's it. For a lot of people, it's just a job. And I feel like parents make better teachers because you just have a different level of care.
I mean, it is
and
just a job.
It.
These kids ain't shit. It is just a job.
You see? You're setting yourself.
But while you have them in the limited time, I do deliver the same ideals that I deliver my kid. Some people latch on, some people don't. Some people remember the things I've said years later and reach out. I have you for a limited time, but I'm not begging you to do nothing. That's why I needed to be out the classroom. I was over that. I'm not begging you to do work, bro. Like,
you don't want it,
bro. I don't. That's not my job. And I always used to tell them, I am not anybody, and I'm not your mom.
Yeah,
this is the work. If you need help, let me know. If you don't want to do it, bro, just...
That's on you. Yeah. There's something you just said, limited time. You're here on limited time, right? Speaking of, because I feel like grief has touched your life in profound ways. You've lost both your parents over time. You lose a lot of your friends and so forth. How has grief shaped your perspective on life itself?
I don't care about nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Don't care.
Why is that? Because
we all here for a limited time.
Okay.
So if it's any negative anything, just leave me alone. Like, if it's not good and on the up and up, just, bro, you'll never gonna speak to me ever again.
So it taught you like we're on limited time, right?
Yes,
like,
and embrace the simplicities. Embrace the simplicities, and you don't have to tolerate any bad energy or vibes or time. You don't have to do that. What are you doing that for? You know what I mean?
Everyone grieves differently. What has your healing process looked like?
I don't really have a healing process. What are you doing? There's no such thing as a healing process. The only thing you can do is keep living. What are you gonna
do? I don't know if I agree. I agree with keep living, but I do feel like there are things you could do to celebrate people.
Oh, I've done that.
You've lost, like speak about the memories.
I don't know if that helps heal, but it just helps honor them to keep their name alive. But I don't know if it helps heal, but I do agree that's a good starting point.
Like it's waves. It comes in waves, and it's something we all deal with, right? It's something we all deal with, but it's not linear, like in how it shows up for us all. I do understand, like, just one life to live. Once you experience so much loss, it's like, why am I stressing over the small things, right? As a man, though, I feel like you guys have different expectations of how to deal and navigate through certain things.
Well, yeah, and that's what comes with the highlight reel we talked about with social media. You have no choice but to keep going, but then, of course, you keep going and people forget that you are grieving, whatever. But, I mean, you're just grateful for... I mean, what can you do? Definitely, it teaches you so many lessons. It teaches you that you don't have control over nothing. It teaches you that life changes very quickly. And the only gift you have is living, even if it comes with struggle, anything. You got a chance to try it again the next day. You know what I mean? Everybody don't have that chance. But yeah, there's nothing you could do about certain things. You gotta, as long as you're still breathing, that's my biggest thing. As long as you're still breathing, you're not in jail, you're not in a hospital bed, everything be all right. Everything be all right.
Pretty much.
Everything will be okay.
How has your definition of strength changed over time after dealing with so much loss?
I mean, people say that I'm so strong because I keep going, but again, what is the alternative? What does stopping look like? I don't know what that looks like.
You could be depressed for a couple of months. You could I don't know, stop making music because of certain things, or you could put it all into your music. Like, I don't know what you feel, losing your parents. I empathize with you. So it's like it's hard to have this conversation because I can't tell you how to feel and I don't know how you feel. All I can do is try to get an understanding of that loss because I couldn't imagine how to feel. I do just know, like, I've lost my grandmother who was like a mother to me. And just as I said, like, trying to remain positive, during those hard times. And I be crying, y'all. I'm not a crier, but I cry when I miss her,
I mean, yeah, I cry, but what you gonna do? Yeah, cry, get it over it, and keep going, And again, being a parent is different,
Yeah.
What you gonna do? You can't stop. Your kid is still looking to you to be a parent. You can't really take those days off, Which you can't.
You
take
can,
you
but
can't take a leave of absence.
no, you can't. But I think it's a nice way to show them that you are human too. That you
By doing what?
By processing those feelings.
How?
What do you mean how?
By doing, you said it's show them how. Well, you cry. That's what I'm saying. You cry.
Have the difficult conversations about grief with them because
fair.
at some point they're gonna go through it as well, right? And I think it's important to know how to navigate that when it comes.
That is fair.
To them, because again, they're
so having those conversations. That's a good suggestion. Having conversations about grief,
processing those feelings, those things. But I don't want to end this on a low. Close me out on a high note, Moosie.
No, I mean the high note is that like I said, I just turned 40. I don't look 40, but
you don't.
But I have the wisdom, and it's funny because as you get older, people be afraid to get older, which I understand why. Like I see it more and more now. The older I get, I can see why people are. But you embrace it because there's only one other choice: you either die or get older. So it's just like which you have to embrace getting older. There's literally nothing else. There's no other option. You don't want to get older? I wish you tell God, I don't want to get old. Okay, man. Want to stay that age? You can stay that age if you want. So, man, I think that I'm ready to embrace this new chapter of life, really. And, just embark on different things that I've wanted to do.
What do you see next for you? Creatively?
I want to start playing. Well, creatively.
Just anything. Everything.
I want my life, I want to get my music to be synced with movies and TV and television. That's what I want. I want to play golf. I'm getting into real estate. I'm gonna finish that course.
Nice.
I want to continue to do the programs in the schools. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want, though. My career and things like that's what I want to do. My hobbies. That's what I want it to look like.
That sounds good. I like that.
And of course, going to my son's basketball games. Can't wait till next year.
Of course. Good luck with your golf. Take those lessons. I did like a swingers mini golfing situation. It's hard. Have you ever done one?
Yeah, mini golf is not
mini golfing, but like.
Yeah, but I like golf. I just want to get into it. I do want to learn how to play more. I know the game, but I want to learn how to play more and really get into it. I think the fashion behind it is fire too. Can't wait to throw some golf fits.
It is. I was going to say, this is giving grown man. This is very much once they start talking about golf and tennis, yeah. It's
where the money reside,
You know what I'm saying. But Lucy, thank you as always for joining me.
No, of course. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Tell the people where they can find you, social media.
Is that a camera? Oh,
right there.
You can find me at Moosie Wins, MOOSIEWINS. That's the social media handle for all, whatever you look it up, whatever it is. And then music too. So download Lust, just put that music out. And all my music is good, it's lit. And I thank you for having me after she balked on me last year. I really appreciate it. Having me back.
You're welcome. I can take accountability and admit when I'm wrong. And yeah, we had a conversation and now here he is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, honesties, I shall see you all next week. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Check out Moosie's new single, Lust. And let's have a great summer. Bye.